Hello and thank you for joining us today. I'm Sherry Hassel, your host for the special report on digestive and diabetic health. Today we'll be taking a look at two of the most important yet underestimated aspects of human health, diabetes and the digestive system. Our special guest today is Jason Kroner, certified sports nutritionist and co-author of the book 7 Syndrome Healing. Hello Jason, and thank you for taking time to being with us today.
Thank you, Sherry. It's really good to be here today.
So tell us, Jason, why is the digestive system so important when it comes to maintaining good health?
Well, that's an excellent question, Sherry, because if you're like most people, you probably don't spend too much time thinking about your meal once you finish eating it. You eat, you clean up, and you go about your business, right?
Of course.
Well, you see, that's where so many otherwise healthy people seem to be so confused, because in reality, it's what happens after the meal that determines how healthy or unhealthy the rest of your body will be. Each year, millions of adults suffer from some form of digestive disturbance. And whether we're talking about heartburn, constipation, irritable bowel syndrome, or any of the other long list of digestive problems, researchers have determined that there is one very common and very treatable factor that can be used to address the root of these syndromes: enzyme deficiency.
For our viewers who aren't familiar with enzymes, could you explain to us what enzymes are and how someone might become deficient?
Absolutely, Sherry. Enzymes are energized protein molecules that the body uses to carry out billions and billions of chemical reactions each and every second. Enzymes help the body construct new proteins. They help deliver nutrients to vital organs. They help remove dead cells from tissues. They work with the brain and the body in transferring messages back and forth. They help the immune system fight disease and prevent infection. And they really help the body unlock its energy potential.
Wow, I had no idea that enzymes are so important.
Well, most people don't, Sherry, and that's one of the reasons why so many people seem to be living their life in this state of chronic illness. What's even more interesting is that we haven't even mentioned one of the key functions of digestive and plant enzymes.
And what would that be?
Well, in addition of all those things we mentioned, all the other roles that enzymes play, plant enzymes are critical to the digestive tract.
But if we eat a good diet, don't we get the enzymes we need?
Well, you know, in a perfect world, that might be the case. But unfortunately, very few people consume the amount of raw foods that would be needed to deliver enzymes throughout their body. And to make matters even worse, you've got people reaching for antacids to help alleviate all these common digestive disorders.
Could you explain to the viewers how digestive enzymes work and why they're so important to our health?
Of course. You know, first it's important to understand a little bit about how the digestive process works. Many people are under the impression that digestion takes place exclusively in the stomach and that the intestines are just this series of tunnels and tubes that we use to carry food throughout our body. This couldn't be more false, because in fact, did you know digestion actually begins in the mouth?
That's interesting. I had no idea.
That's right. You know, the moment you begin chewing your food, enzymes are being produced to help begin the process of breaking down solid foods. And this is what essentially triggers the other digestive organs to make their own preparations. Now, under the best of situations, food is carried to the stomach. Once it arrives there, the stomach acids and enzymes team up to start breaking down the contents of a meal into a gel-like substance that can pass very easily throughout the intestines. But here's the problem. If the body is unable to supply a generous amount of enzymes, then the food we eat never has a chance to really become broken down. As a result, solid food particles are forced to travel throughout the small intestines, and because they haven't been broken down, we just can't utilize the nutrients that are inside there. Over time, this chronic state of malabsorption is what really leads to so many digestive problems, especially constipation, diarrhea, gas, bloating, and so many others. You see, it's very simple, Sherry. When the body becomes deficient in enzymes, the entire human system suffers. They really are the body's true workforce. In fact, did you know that if you were to remove the enzyme content of your body for just one split second, it would stop working instantly and your life would end on a drop?
That is remarkable, because I was under the impression that the body knew how to take care of this on its own.
Well, you know, in a sense, it really does. But in order for the digestive system to go off without a hitch, plant enzymes and other digestive enzymes absolutely have to be there. And unfortunately, very few adults these days are consuming the kind of foods that are rich in digestive enzymes.
Okay, so what can we do to make sure that we're getting the enzymes that we need?
Well, you know, the ironic thing about that is the solution really is simple. Most digestive conditions, when you think about it, can be cured relatively quickly by supplementing with a high-quality, high-potency digestive enzyme plant formula. And in my professional opinion, Mega Digest is one of the safest and most effective digestive enzyme formulas available anywhere today. The research and development team at ZAST Nutraceuticals has gone to great lengths in order to make MegaDigest the most effective digestive supplement on the market. MegaDigest is 100% natural. It's a formula that has been scientifically formulated in order to deliver today's most common compounds used to treat digestive disorders. In fact, did you know that clinical studies have determined the unique arrangement of plant enzymes in MegaDigest, along with its special proprietary blend of extracts, can be extremely effective in eliminating and preventing some of today's most life-threatening digestive conditions.
But don't antacids do the same thing?
Not even close, Sherry. And that's one of the major misconceptions about antacids. In fact, every time you reach for an antacid, you're doing your body more harm than good. You see, the way antacids work is like this. They temporarily neutralize stomach acid within your system. But remember, you need stomach acid to break down food, because remember how we were talking about how they team up together to break down the solid foods? When you're constantly neutralizing stomach acid, the body is going to find a way to balance itself out. And eventually, the acid pumps in the stomach will begin producing more and more acid every time you eat. And this is sort of a way that it corrects this problem.
Back in 2001, I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease. I've actually tried many different prescriptions, steroids that I was prescribed through my doctors when I was living out of state, and I've just tried so many different products. I've tried complex vitamins, I've tried other dietary supplements, and they just did not seem to work. And I finally came across a product called MegaDigest, and what I'm going to explain to you right now is that I have noticed a substantial and significant change in my overall life. I focus a lot more at work, in my day-to-day life of what I particularly, just do from day to day. From I wake up in the morning, I feel so much more refreshed. I'll have a lot more energy. From one thing is from a sufferer of Crohn's, and what I absolutely love about the MegaDigest is that I have a lot less constipation, bloating, irritability. To date, I have no bleeding whatsoever, which is a side effect of actually having Crohn's. And the MegaDigest itself, since I've been taking it, in my results from what I've seen, is that I don't have that bleeding whatsoever.
So enzymes, on the other hand, are a long-term total solution.
That's absolutely right. The researchers at ZAST Nutraceuticals are some of the most experienced and sought-after digestive experts in the industry.
The product line you see here before me is a project that we have been working on for several months with the folks at ZAST Nutraceuticals, and feel very fortunate to be able to bring this product to market with them. We've involved a number of our scientists over these months to review the formulations, to review the proposed compositions, to make sure that we have efficacious amounts of the material in these formulas, and are confident that through ZAST Nutraceuticals you will be getting a good product.
Our research scientists and ZAST Nutraceuticals have studied the documentation, the clinical trials on various raw materials and selected the finest in the world.
They've designed MegaDigest based on years of experience in dealing with some of today's most concerning digestive disorders. As a result, MegaDigest contains one of the most potent arrangements of digestive enzymes and plant enzymes that you can buy anywhere in the world.
And with the MegaDigest, I have noticed that I have a much more higher energy level. On top of what the MegaDigest, I personally think it's a blessing in medicine. And I think that more people day to day need to know about this particular problem. Anyone that's suffering from, whether it's Crohn's disease, any kind of irritability, they just, over-the-counter drugs aren't working. I would highly recommend this MegaDigest product to anyone that honestly wants to feel good about themselves. But at the same time, it's all natural. It's 100% natural. I have done research on the product itself of MegaDigest, and I really believe that this is a blessing in a bottle in a way.
In addition to the essential enzymes that your body desperately needs to break down proteins, carbohydrates, fats, sugars, and fiber, MegaDigest also contains an advanced proprietary blend of digestive support compounds that help condition the entire digestive system. It contains milk thistle to help condition the liver, ginger and licorice root extracts, lactospore, a patented probiotic compound that helps eliminate harmful bacteria within your GI tract, and a number of others.
So how soon after someone starts starts using Mega Digest, can they expect to see the results?
Well, that's one of the best things about Mega Digest, Sherry. Most people usually begin experiencing very positive results within just 1 to 5 days after beginning Mega Digest.